What's going on, everybody? Today is Monday, October 13th. What a wild ride. What a wild ride it was on Friday. So today, are we dip buying? Are you guys dip buying, or are you guys holding out? You guys waiting on this? Friday, I haven't seen a day like that in probably since April, actually. So today we're going to dig into some of these trade ideas and look to see if we are ready to buy the dip, or if we will set this out, keep holding on to some of our positions. I actually closed a couple. This morning. I had a couple. I actually did buy the dip. I actually did buy the dip on SPY and QQQ. So we closed out a couple of those. I'm holding on to one QQQ call option here. Sorry, I'm just trying to get all my stuff together here. But yeah, so are you guys dip buying today or not? Let me know in the comments. But today we're going to get into it, and we're going to talk about a couple different different trade ideas, possibly maybe some hedging. It's always not a bad idea, especially when you get moves like this, to start thinking about hedging, just a small position, just in case if we do see one of these massive reversal candles again. It actually wasn't too bad. I'm actually almost didn't quite recover everything, but still doing pretty okie dokie. So we're in a lot of different things, and so I'll be interested in seeing if this can just flatten out and see what we can do as far as recovery, as far as the recovery goes. So let's look at a couple that we were dialed in on last week. One of them was PayPal. So PayPal was looking extremely good. PayPal was looking pretty decent, right? And then it wasn't. And then the big tariff day comes in and just wipes it completely clean. But we're still in this zone right here. I look for PayPal, if it does continue to pull back, to stall right here, and I still like it long. I am in a longer term call here, so I'm not too worried about it right now. Let's see, which one am I? Let's see, PayPal. So I'm in an 80 call for a 12.19 strike price. So it's really not all that bad. With options, sometimes if you're a week out, you can get it can get a little dicey, right? It can get a little dicey. But if you're quite a few months away and you still have an overall bullish sentiment, I wouldn't panic all that much, even when we get these big, strong sell candles, because honestly, the entire market sold off. So this wasn't really anything, too shocking. But if we do come down here, honestly, I might even add a position. We'll see. I want to see what today does. I want to see what we're at today, because it could, tomorrow, who knows? But yeah, anyway, so I wanted to cover that. We talked about PayPal. Sorry, I got so much stuff going on. And then Amazon. Oops. So then we took a look at Amazon, and honestly, Amazon is looking pretty enticing here. If we can hold on to this trend line, it's not even that perfect of a trend line. We could even back it up to there. But honestly, if we can hold hold Amazon here, if we can hold this level, I really do like Amazon still all the way up here to 238. So again, a little panicked on Friday, but you don't want to do that. You don't just want to always be panicking when things go down. Look for opportunities. This Apple, I was interested in this zone here until it broke down, and then it just continued to break. I don't really see this is an okay level for it that it stopped at here, but I don't really like what this even looks like right now. Here on Monday. So Apple is really not something that is on my radar. We did look at Upwork. Upwork is still kind of just hanging in there. Nothing really. I mean, it's up 1% today, 1.13. Nothing insanely good, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible. All right. Well, something's moving. What's moving here? Yeah, we got some crazy action today. Let's look at QQQ. Yeah, QQQ is so we're recovering. We're doing pretty okie dokie. We're doing okie dokie. I like we're up 2%. We're kind of hanging out right now. So I'm still holding on to a one of these, and it is up. We're up about 100, or let's see, we're 100%. So 106% on this 612 call that expires this week. So I'm excuse me. I'm gonna hold on to this one. I'm gonna hold on to QQQ. I think we could recover. Let's see what we'll do today. But if we go back up to all-time highs here, I'd be quite interested in getting out there right there at this level, because ultimately I think we do come back up. If it does come back up here this week, it'll probably bounce. It'll probably give us a little bit of a bounce there. But this is kind of my this is my prediction. So this is what, Monday to Friday. So this is a whole week. So I give us a week, and this doesn't mean it's going to go straight up, but I give us a week to chop around and go back to all-time highs here. That'll be my bold prediction. And then ultimately I see it bouncing if it does come back up there. So we'll see. We'll see if the QQQ and the S&P can hold on. Crypto took an absolute beating, it just got demolished. A lot of liquidity, and it was really bad for some folks. There was even some really, sad news. Someone took their life because they just literally lost it all. So don't, leveraging is risky, and I don't do it. But obviously everybody has their own cup of tea. It's just, man, you just get wiped out in just one candle. But anyways, let's keep moving on here. I did want to look at gold. So I was actually in a GLD. I actually got it right at the end of or right at the close on Friday. And I ended up just closing that out because this is just such a big, nice gap up. It might continue to run, but I'm going to take my chances on it, and I'll take as crazy as things are right now. I'll take the profits, especially if it's, I don't remember how high it was up, but it was up. I think I almost got like 100% on it. So when you're getting 100%ers, close those puppies out, because you don't get those all that often when it's just one day, a 1 day games, because it could definitely come back into this trend line. If it does come back into this trend line, if gold does, I would probably be interested in another buy up opportunity. So a nice little, so if it does dip, I don't know about today or, this week sometime, I'd probably be interested in a little dip buy there on gold. Yeah, but I mean, gold overall, I tried shorting it. I'm done trying to short this thing. So I'm going to be long on gold any opportunity that I can. So here's actual gold right here. Let's see if we can find any kind of level if it does. So I would definitely be interested if it does come back in. So even something like this, to go back and, go long. But again, like I said, I just closed out a bullish position, so I'm still quite bullish on it. However, I wanted to get out because, you just never know. You just never know. You can see something like this, and I wouldn't want that to happen on a nice little position there. So great overall. A nice morning, really nice morning. Yeah, so I think we're doing pretty good on some of these positions. Let's see if there's anything else so we looked at SPY, QQQ, looked at some gold charts. Target was one that we were watching that I actually still haven't actively looking at and have a position in. So Target is looking like it's trying to come back into this trend line here. I think we need to regain it and even go above it and start, kind of start chopping above it. That would be nice to see. But yeah, this is just, all these big time, this massive sell candles, right? We can't really, pretty much every single chart you see right now has this big candle right here. So, but I'm interested in some of those stocks that stopped at a specific price, and there is some that did. Let me look at my support resistance. So my support resistance scanner, which by the way, let's see if that comes up. There we go. So there is a link in, I believe there's a link in the description. You can go ahead and get access. It's just a couple of my, it's not the full access. So if you want full access, you can upgrade to that. But there is a free access that you can it goes right into my channel right here, and you basically get these alerts. So we just actually got hit, stop loss hit at 188.63. So this was a stop loss on Nvda. That's not really surprising there on that position. Yeah, it really wasn't all that surprising. I believe did that just close out the, let's see, let's look at our Nvidia call. So yeah, that was okay. So it was a sell. So we actually got hit on a sell. Entry price was at 183. So I actually didn't even see that 183. Okay. Yeah. So it was trying to, it did break a support level. Let's turn on the Magna Zone. Let's see what happened here. So it broke that support level, and it sure did. It definitely did, but just wasn't quite strong enough. And yeah, so we'll see. We'll see if Nvidia can continue to hold on here. But yeah, so if you are interested in that, go ahead and check that out in the description. Yeah, so pretty cool. I've been watching a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so that's let's see, what were we doing here? I lost my train of thought just by looking at Nvidia here. I wonder if we got our power hour. What's power index is still pretty decent. Let's look at our Nvidia power hour. Did we get any kind of signal? Got any signal here? So nope, just these two. So yeah, no Nvidia power hour trade, at least today. What about on the 15th? Yeah, not today. It did catch these two moves though. So 1, 2. I love the Nvidia power hour. It's a really nice, it's a cool little morning strategy. Basically from 9:30 to 10:30, it'll go try to find some trades there. So pretty cool. Pretty good there. So let's look at some alts. Let's look at a couple crypto alts, and then we'll go ahead and I can open up some questions if anybody has any questions today. But man, oh man. So let's look at Ethereum. Wow. What a dump. What an absolute just crazy, just couple candles down, and just traders got just crushed, absolutely crushed here. Some that are in, positions where they are leveraging. So luckily for me, I don't leverage, so I was okay. But it almost recovered. So it actually is quite close to recovering. Yeah, only 7% away from that initial just massive sell off on Ethereum. Bitcoin, not so much. Bitcoin is still around, actually not terrible, about 5% from that big massive sell off. So I still think that I still like crypto long. I still like it long here, especially some of these altcoins. I definitely looked at this. I grabbed some, I think Solana here, and then I grabbed some Link, so Chainlink, I think down here as well. So I'm up on both of those. So I took this opportunity to buy the dip. That's what today is all about, buying the dip. So if there's, so is there a major buy the dip opportunity right now today on Monday? There's probably going to be some serious buy the dip trades. I wouldn't be going too crazy today. I still think that, you know, with this, just how this market reacted so quickly, I wouldn't be getting too hasty, and I wouldn't be getting just buy everything. And you know, if you can, keep some buying power and wait for more major corrections, because you know this is what happened last time. You know, we had that big sell-off candle, and then you know it just started to just continue to just decline. There was a lot of just crazy stuff happening, and it's ended up S&P went down, you know, 20%. So not like I'm saying it's going to go down 20% or 17% or whatever. But you know, this is the kind of move that happened in from February to April. So I mean, it definitely could potentially happen. I don't see it happening. I'm just going to say that right now. I'm not a bear right now. I'm still bullish on this market. I think that if we can, I think we got this trend line. We're going to hold this trend line, and it's just going to continue to just melt up. That's my prediction. And I think a lot of these, we're getting these rate cuts. And I think a lot of these, a lot of people are taking this opportunity to dip buy and to continue to get in some of these, trades. So I'm definitely saying going long here. Now that being said, don't be getting in just buying everything all at once. I'm a believer in scaling in, and so even if you're getting in some options plays, definitely, you know, maybe get one. If it continues to go down, grab another one, kind of average down, and obviously follow proper risk, and you don't want to just be throwing everything at it. So let's look at a couple more. Let's go ahead and get out of here. So Walmart is still going pretty much sideways here. Nothing really crazy. I thought Pfizer, to be honest with you, I thought Pfizer was going to hold this. I was actually gonna, if it would hold this, I was gonna be jumping in Pfizer, but it just did not. There was that big initial move with Trump RX or whatever that is, the deal with the government, and then it doesn't matter. It doesn't really seem like that that really did much. A big pump, and then it just went right back in. That doesn't mean it can't continue to go. I just don't really see much. I don't really see much of interest here. Maybe until it comes back into this trend line here. And that's not even that great of this is just 1, 2. But you know, maybe if it starts to go sideways here, it'd be more interesting. But yeah, Pfizer, I really thought Pfizer would go up on that, but it looks like it broke down and it did not hold it. So anything else of interest? You guys want any tickers to me to look at today? We have some pretty, let me actually look at some of our systems. Here. Because we constantly have trades coming in. Let's see what we got on the scanner. So the scanner, actually, speaking of the scanner, we had gold coming in on a buy today on a breakout, right? And this was at 2 a.m. So at 2 a.m., if anybody was up, if not, or if you got the alert, you know, that's kind of at least on my time, that would have been a little bit early try to get in this. But this is gold, right? And by 7 a.m., I was already in this. I was already in gold, but by 7 a.m. it took profit. Really nice trade. So we're actually on a pretty massive win streak. So there's gold, Bitcoin, Solana, and then all these alts. We even had USD Yen hit, but all these alts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Bitcoin, Ethereum, a lot of them hit. So pretty crazy, pretty cool to see. Pretty cool to see all of those hit. But yeah, so that's the scanner. See if there's anything else that I could show you guys. I think there was some slingshot trades. Bitcoin, it tried to get in on the Bitcoin. I think it tried to get on the dip on Apple here, and I just don't think that's going to work out. Oh wait, that was at 2 p.m. So that actually might not be. Let me throw up the slingshot and let's see if. Oh yeah, so it is still in this trade. Oh wait, no, it may. I think it hit it might hit the stop loss here. I just don't think we got the alert on that yet. So stop losses. Oh wait, no, stop losses all the way down here. So we're chilling. Yeah, this is still hanging in there. So that might be an opportunity. I don't really love the Apple chart. If you look at it on the daily, I just don't like what it looks like. I don't really see. Let's turn on the Magazone. Yeah, there really isn't a lot of support resistance. There's some major so there's a major level right here. So I might be interested in this level right here. And I'm wondering if this is backed up with some volume. Yes. Okay, that's really cool. So you see this right here, there's a lot of volume, this big volume shelf. And so that's backed up with all the support resistance that we had going on right here. So I might go all in on this, but there's a specific, I'd really be interested in adding this into my my support resistance strategy. So we might be having a pretty cool little volume tool here soon. It's just, these are really cool to see. And so basically what I'm looking at is this volume shelf right here. That is a lot of, essentially what this means is that there's a lot of volume in these levels at this particular level. So from 239 to 236, there is just a lot of volume in these levels, and then that's usually backed up by support and resistance. And then you see these big shelves right here. You see these levels like this, right? So this is all you would need to see. So you back up on the chart and you could see that, okay, yeah, there's some major support resistance happening, and this was it right here. So you see that level, see that zone. So pretty cool. And again, I'm still pretty new to this type of trading, but I am because I always looked at volume down here to see if there's volume coming in at my current position that I'm interested in, but I never really paid too much attention to this particular the fixed range volume. And man, it's really powerful. It is really powerful in combination with support and resistance levels. And so I might be coming out with some pretty cool software and levels and things like that on this later on. But pretty cool, pretty I like this kind of stuff. Yeah, even right here. So you see this big spike right here. So this is a zone. So if you map that zone, if you just draw this zone out, right, and you go all the way to the left, look at everything. Actually, it's only from here. So, but yeah, look at all this. It's just the zone, right? It's just bounce, 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 and then finally it broke out there. And look at this big shelf right here. So these are the kind of levels that really matter. So if you're in a position where you're seeing this right here, you know, there's some massive opportunity at those zones. If it does break out, you know, you'll see it. You'll easily be able to identify it on the chart. So pretty cool. There's a lot more to it than just that, but that's kind of the general the general idea of that kind of stuff. Did you talk about PayPal yet? Yes, I did, but I can go back into it. So, yeah, so PayPal got hit pretty hard, just like everything else, and I'm still holding on to PayPal. So my idea for this to add into it again for a position, because I'm still chilling on a 219 or a 1219 call. It's down 26%, so that's actually not even that bad. But yeah, expiration day is 12/19. That's the 80 call. So if it comes into this right here, I'm going to be adding again. So that's going to be that's kind of my idea for PayPal. I don't have an option where it's just expiring this week or anything like that. I'm still overall bullish on it. So I mean, it doesn't look great right now. But neither did a lot of everything. Neither did everything else. But this could be a great little opportunity right here at 66. I don't know if we would get here today. I mean, it really is looking pretty weak. It's another 3%. But yeah, looking pretty weak right now. Let's look at it on the minute. Yeah, Slingshot's really trying on the minute. Yeah, I mean, it's selling off. I don't know if there's any kind of news even. No, nothing like, there isn't like anything crazy. So, but yeah, I'm still holding on to it. I mean, this is a dip buy. You know, this is definitely going to be a dip buy, an opportunity. But yeah, I would wait for it to come into this to add in. If not, if it doesn't come into this, then I'm just going to just hold. Smack PayPal this morning and price start. Oh, Goldman Sachs. Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, I'm still not worried about it. I think I just see, I thought I saw a meme about those guys recently. See if I can find it. No, I'm not gonna be able to find it. But all right, well, I'm still all right with it. I'm looking at the chart. I don't care what some gurus, what these big shots say, but we'll see. You know, maybe they're right. Maybe they're you know, with the downgrade or whatever it is. But I just, as far as like, if you zoom out on PayPal and it's just with the stuff that they, you know, what they've been able to do as of recent, you know, in the volume and everything else. And they got earnings coming up, so I'll be holding that through earnings as well. So, you know, an earnings play could literally jump 10%, you know, so we could literally give this all up or get it all back in literally one gap. And I think their earnings are going to be all right. So, yeah, we'll see. We need to hold on to this trend line, though. Big Bear AI. This is one that I was kind of interested in. It's I think this might be a meme stock at this point, but I'm not really sure. But it definitely moves quite a bit. But I had this triangle drawn, and it just looks like it wants to break it, but then it never really confirms above it. It just kind of has these big long wicks where it breaks above and it's come right back in. So kind of doing that today, but it's up 13%. I mean, my goodness. All right. Well, hopefully you guys had a great weekend, and hopefully your Friday wasn't too bad. It was looking rough. It definitely was. There was a lot of people panicking. I was not gonna lie, I was getting a little bit worried there. But right now, I mean, we're sitting at with that gold and a couple SPY and a couple QQQs. I'm up about 15% today overall, so still not bad. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. What's happening? What's happening here? I'm having a bunch of alerts going off here, so let me show you guys some All right, so we actually just got so here's a fresh alert to get to send you guys off, and it is Amazon. We have a bounce buy on Amazon. That's interesting. Let's look at Amazon. So a bounce buying opportunity on Amazon. Oh yeah. Yeah, really nice support it held here. Yeah, it came right back into the support. So Friday, it came right back into that support and just held it. Thank goodness it didn't break it. But yeah, a nice buying opportunity here on Amazon. What's the target here? So the target is 226. Let's map it out. So 226, 66. So up there somewhere. Yeah, that's actually a pretty decent target right there. That's about 2.5%, or it's almost 3% away. I like this. I mean, that looks like a nice. You know what else I see here? The classic megaphone. Good old megaphone. You see how it looks like a megaphone. Typically, when you see price just continue to squeeze out and out, you can trade inside of these megaphones. So it'll do, it'll kind of do something like that. Well, obviously, I don't think it'll go backwards like that, but it'll do something where a lot of traders even have systems where you'll get in down. If it bounces, get in, or you can even take the breakout. Typically, with a megaphone breakout, you'll look for something like this. So say if it comes down in, you'll look for it to break out, then come in, and then that's where you would get in. Do like a stop loss, and then so that's kind of but you can trade megaphones patterns to the downside like that, or if it comes up here, breaks, it comes in, so that'll be your entry. So something you could do it either way. But I like the inside megaphone just because there's a lot of support and resistance there. It's kind of like it's kind of just holding on to it. All right. Well, that'll be it for today, guys. I appreciate your comments. Really enjoy Pitt beating Florida State on the road. I didn't catch that, but that's good. Yeah. So I know that Penn State, and I know Nathan might. I don't think he's in here watching, but Penn State is not doing very well. I think that's the third straight loss. So Penn State has it's been a little rough for them. But yeah, so Pitt, actually didn't even catch that. But yeah, good on them. All right, guys, I'll see you next time, and buy those dips.